John, I'd say we lucked out in the weather department.
Yes.
Yeah.
We sure did. There were big storms in inland areas, lots of thunder and lightning and such, but yeah, we made out okay. I'm very psyched right now.
Why?
In less than about 3 minutes, they'll begin the burn and the ascent into Jupiter's orbit.
Yes, that's going to be very cool to see what they come up with.
Very amazing. 5-year journey, 2 billion miles away, almost 2 billion miles. Light, traveling at 186,000 miles per second, takes about 48 minutes to get here from that distance. It is in far, far space. And I'll tell you what, it is pretty exciting. This is the last picture that spacecraft sent before shutting down its instrument and preparing for the insertion into Jupiter's orbit, where it will find out whether there's a solid core under that gaseous shell, what the weather is like there, why that red spot is shrinking. So many things it will discover. And I'll tell you what, that is the essence of the American spirit, I think, that exploration of space and everything else. Kind of cool on this 240th birthday of America. Currently, we have very warm temperatures out there, still 84 degrees with a dew point of 77. It feels very sticky, very muggy out there with that kind of dew point value, and that's what it will be like throughout the afternoon. By the way, the sun's not still out. We have 77 degrees in Wauchula, 77 in Arcadia, 81 degrees in Lakewood Ranch, 83 degrees in Bradenton, 84 degrees in Parrish, 87 degrees Longboat Key, 85, as I mentioned, in 84 in Sarasota, 80 in Venice, 81 in Inglewood, and 80 in Northport. So we're not done with rain showers. We got a little bit of a break there. And as I mentioned earlier on in the 5 o'clock forecast, and we have some showers that were building down to the south of us around the Fort Myers area. And now that the sea breeze has collapsed and we're under the influence of a steering flow out of the southeast, a few of these light showers may work their way back in this direction. So it's still not out of the question to see a little bit of drizzle around, though I don't think we're going to see any thunderstorm activity around here. And most of this is going to die out before ever making it here. The good news is that most of us tonight saw not much more than a little bit of a sprinkle during the evening hours, even though there were some big thunderstorms in inland areas and down to our south. Right now, everything looks pretty quiet across the region to the north of us as well. Just a few patches of drizzle over the Skyway Bridge, a little bit down around Longboat Key. Other than that, that's about it. But in about an hour from now, we may see a little bit of drizzle pass on through. So the RPM computer model put into motion shows that as those showers work their way this way, they kind of die out and leave us not much more than a few patches of light drizzle, some sprinkles, something like that. And then we get into partly cloudy overnight skies. And tomorrow morning, we'll have a lot of sunshine around as a ridge of high pressure kind of centers itself right over our location. And that will provide us with a little bit more sunshine around tomorrow. Slightly lesser rain chances. Yes, there'll be still some scattered showers around, but those will be mostly in inland areas. Watch the high pressure ridge from the south lift north. Also, there was a little upper level disturbance in the atmosphere. That's going to move out into the center part of the Gulf waters and basically dissipate. Non-tropical in its development. It is a tropical feature. It's called a tut. And it happens during the hurricane season. You get this little packet of cool air that actually moves in the opposite directions, pushed on the westerlies that we normally would see a system move, going from east to west out into the Gulf waters. It will eventually just dissipate. High pressure kind of centered right over top of us, bring us fairly light and variable winds over the next several days, allowing for the sea breeze to become vigorous and move most of the thunderstorms into inland areas. We'll have a southerly flow, though, so don't expect any lower humidity values. It's going to be warm. It's going to be sticky right for the next several days. There's that little tut low moving out into Gulf waters. Not really too concerned about it. For boaters, a west wind coming in at about 5 to 10 will bring a light chop to smooth conditions overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning, 1 to 2 foot seas. We had a low tide at 8:51. The next high tide doesn't come until 3 in the morning, kind of right in between the two on the way to that high tide. Low tide comes at 7:07. And the official Suncoast forecast keeps us in the soup for the next several days with above average temperatures and below average rain chances.